And welcome to round 7 of the Tasmanian Rugby Union. Blessed again this week to have the services of Sean Killian sitting next to me. Hey, Sean.
Hey, Deon. How you going, mate?
I'm going really well. I'm really looking forward to this game today. I think this is going to be a cracker. I know we're talking about the probably two teams at the bottom of the ladder, but I know they've been unlucky. Uni had a close win against Glenorchy recently. Hobart have really been picking their game up as the season's progressed and putting some combinations together. So I think we're looking forward to a pretty tight tussle today.
Yeah, I think it'd be a really good game. Obviously, like you said, they're both very similar in terms of the ladder. We've obviously had a fair bit of rain, but it's nice to see the sun out today, and the turf actually isn't too bad underfoot, so hopefully it holds out and we can see some good running rugby today.
Yeah, it's a great surface down here. I always love playing down here. This ground's always been one of the ones that deals well with our weather. Yeah, so it's pretty good conditions for playing rugby, really. Sun's out. Don't know how long that's going to last for, but you can see the shadows of the players out there low on the field, and we can see also the Hobart team just coming out too. So this team are very similar to last time we saw them play. Just a couple of changes here and there. Just pretty small bench down there with only 5 players listed there, and we'll see how they go. We haven't watched the university team yet on the Duff TV stream for Rugby Union this year, so I'll be keen to see how Uni play and getting to know a few of the players. So just the final few moments. Have our referee mic'd up again too, which is really good for our stream and for all you viewers to be able to hear referees' decision making and what's going on and the way they communicate with the players. I certainly really enjoy doing that. So
yeah, definitely an added bonus when you're watching the stream, most definitely.
And referee today's Des Fogarty. Now we've got Adam Brancher as assistant referee on one side. Can't quite see who's assistant on the other side. And it's Hobart with the kickoff.
Standing to kick off, I think it is.
Standing has been impressive so far this year. And here we go. So ball falls down, and that man there, Angus Peters, he's someone that Hobart are going to have to shut down. I've seen him play a fair bit, and he's a very good halfback. His defence is exceptional at number 9. And University with a few phases. Throwing the ball there to Marbo, hitting it up. Peters getting in there. Here he goes. Just an interesting positional change that we're seeing today on the Hobart side. Ashen Rodrigo, who's been playing at fly half for most of the year, has come in and playing at halfback. And Callum Krauts, who's one of my favourite players, has come into fly half instead. So, sorry, yeah, Zamino playing at halfback. So, interesting one there, Sean.
Yeah, definitely. So I think Callum just adds a bit more experience there at 10. Sean he's predominantly a fullback. He's played a bit of 10 this year, but we're definitely needing someone in the 9 position. I think the coach slash number 9 that's been playing, Marshy, has unfortunately succumbed to an injury, so they need to fill that gap a little bit.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting. I think they're going to be very, very different players. Krauts is very much a go-ahead player here, and I know last time I was fairly critical of Zamino's standing still and just pivoting with the ball, and I think this will work. This will work in Hobart's favour with big Zane Eade outside him too. These guys will take the ball to the gain line. So Hobart, Zamino with the ball out, and here we go. Krauts, he chips through, grubber through. He's found some space too, and Krauts is the only one chasing though. And it's an excellent tackle. I think we were...
Gee, they had some advantage there. I thought they would have rather taken the 5-metre scrum than...
Front row,
yeah.
Advantage front back on the...
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm about here, aren't I?
Yeah, I'm not sure unless there was a discretion, some kind of indiscretion down there in the tackle, but that was a great kick and chase by Krauts. And the player who gathered that, Daniel Lowe, I think I watched him play a game in the reserves a few weeks ago, and he's got some great ball skills. So, the kick from Stedding. Awful kick off his left foot.
Not pretty, but it worked.
Yeah, that's all it has to do.
Well, I think that definitely, shows that, him and, well, it's not him, I'll say, Krauts and Rodrigo probably are 2 different players there. You can see how he really attacked that line straight up. So that's good go forward, and that might be good for the Lions. Yeah,
and he'll do that all day. I'm really looking forward to watching how this works. I think this is going to suit Hobart, this change. Unfortunately, they lost the line out there.
Jumping too early.
Early lift.
Free kick here, gents.
Good communication down there by Des. So Hobart take the tap. We've seen this more this year from teams. Taking the tap instead of taking the kick to the line out.
Clear it out.
Again, great communication from Fogarty there.
I was just going to say, Uni's discipline haven't been too great in the first few minutes. They've had a penalty from scrum time, an offside penalty as well, and that's only, 3.5 minutes in.
Absolutely. So the quick tap again, and pushing very close to the line now. You can see in here, Hobart will regather. Elliott at the back there, goes to the right. Can he make it? No one up his backside to give him enough of a drive. And he's been held up. But gets it back easily here. And we go again. Good defence there. Great tackle from Wilding. One of the young players for Uni.
We're short there. Ball's out.
Oh, ball rolls out. Well picked up by Zamino to get his eyes on that. And I think he's knocked that off his feet back into his hands, but it hasn't hit the ground, so lucky. Big number 8 there in...
That's short.
Sorry, that's Zamino. I keep calling
Rodrigo.
Zamino.
Yeah.
Apologies, guys. Oh, a bit of a knock on at the bottom there, I think, from Duckett. So scrappy defence from Uni, but they were solid. And in the end, it just forced, I think, Duckett there to tap that as he went to pick it up.
Yeah, I think Lions probably in that situation just got a little bit bit of white line fever. They got a bit hungry for that line and rushed that a little bit. If they'd slowed that down a little bit and made better decisions and you know, had a look at the defence, I think they would have had a better opportunity.
Coach! Bye! Sit!
So who are we looking for with the kick? We've got a player deep back in the pocket there for Uni. I know Peters doesn't mind going to the boot himself either. He's got a pretty good shoe on him, so we'll see where this one goes. He's calling Pty Ltd to come across just to give a bit of a block. So I say we're going to go with the pass back to the fullback there in the yellow boots. We can't, just off your screen.
McLean, I think it is.
McLean.
Set!
Peters is just as likely to pick it and run around this side. Comes back. Fairly short kick. Just a standing kick there, but it makes touch. It's just outside the 22.
That's a good kick from where they were.
Right.
Yeah, that's right. Got hardly a breath of wind out there, so that's going to sort of help players in those situations.
We're outside the 22, gents. Outside. Give us the 10 metres, gents. Give us the 10 metres, please. Give us a couple more steps. Yeah, we've got to touch the other.
So again, lots of communication there from Fogarty. It's good. Just makes it easy for the players to know what's going on. Good confidence in the referee.
There we go.
Well taken there by Hobart. Great run too. No one tackles that man. And it's an excellent drive through by Jonathan Elliott. And Hobart showing their hand early. It's you know, just keeping the ball in close. Pick and drive. Brendan Elliott this time. Good defence by Uni. They're going to have a go. Oh, Krauts, well taken. Good tackle in the end there. Players got to get back around. It never released. Good call from Fogarty there. You can see got that right. And got some space out here, but running back inside. Good work, McTaggart.
Yeah.
But no advantage in the end there.
Tackler not releasing. So tackler from this side, couldn't see the number. Hang on, guys, just hold up. Couldn't see the number, but he's still holding on to the player and then holding on to the ball, hold it into the ruck.
Totally right.
So he hasn't
totally
released the
agree.
tackle.
Good call.
We're going to have a shot, gents. Have a shot.
Just the tackling player didn't let go when he got
That's
up.
it,
He
Mark.
got up and kept hold of the player rather than that daylight that we like to hear or the referees like to see. So.
Yeah, that's obviously an area I think again this year the referees have been really good at. You know, good at from a coaching point of view, good at from a playing point of view. Because when those sort of things get away, I think there's a lot of frustration within the players. So it's good to see that they're making good calls on those.
And the kick is wide to the left. Yep. So Stenning's radar hasn't been great so far with a couple of kicks. Just leant back into that one. He really only gave it a bit of a tap.
Yeah, didn't use a tee, so it was a bit low, and then just leant back and didn't really get his head over the ball.
So short kick from Towdy. Taken nicely by Hobart player in there. I think Thompson. And using some phases. Oh, ball's been stolen in there, has it?
That's a clear turnover.
Great turnover by Uni. And we've got the ball in some space here. So Wilding and gets around. Look at him. Oh, there's a good solid tackle over the line there. Both Eade and Krauts coming in, but we're calling that high.
Yeah.
So great run there from Wilding. See him coming around. Dodges the first tackle. And yeah, Eade, you can see over the shoulder there. He's very lucky. That was pretty high contact and straight to the head. So great run from the young fella. And Uni with the kick, their first opportunity now down in their attacking end. So Hobart are going to have to defend here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Uni do down here. They've, you know, as you said, it's the first opportunity they've had in this half, you know, 9 minutes into the game. So probably give us a good glimpse of what sort of style of rugby they're going to play and what they're going to do today.
Yeah, and they've got a deep back line with a couple of forwards out there. It's pretty standard. So ball's tapped down. Peters has a bit of a run. And it might be over the shoulder then from Rodrigo too. So another penalty opportunity here. Both teams giving away penalties in the defensive end early on. Great defence there.
You still have penalty advantage, high tackle, grade 9.
So what are we going to do here? Tauti with the ball. He's a strong runner. Just gives a soft little pass off to Lockie Gray outside him. And good turnover, good effort there from Brendan Elliott. But we'll come back for the high tackle.
Number 9, just got him over the shoulder.
Two high tackles in a row there from Hobart. They'll need to be careful. And the quick tap here to Marbo. Dodges the first man. Great run. He's rolled over and he's over and he scored. Thought he was a long way short there.
Yeah, I thought it was a few little shorts as well. But no, you know, I think he's good hard runner. He's pretty hard to take down. And, you know, I think it shows Uni, you know, they took the quick tap. Lions have done the same. Guys obviously, you know, not prepared to kick for touch with the wetter conditions.
Yeah. Just have a look here when this penalty tap happens. The Hobart players all just sit back on the line. And I think it was Fisher and maybe one other player got up off the line. The rest of them were just standing there watching. So really need much better line speed of their defence here. You watch Fisher's talking. You can see he's got his hand out. He comes up. Elliott just stands there and just puts himself flat-footed. And with a guy with the size of Marbo running over the top of you, you can't stop him if you're flat-footed like that.
No, not from there. Not when you stand on your try line. Definitely not, no.
And kicks come and it's good. So Uni one attacking opportunity and have put the major points on the board. But again, it was just a couple of penalties from Hobart there, high tackles that gave Uni a sniff, and we'll need to keep an eye on Marbo. So just quicken their defence up a little bit, Hobart. But they've looked pretty good so far with the ball in hand.
Definitely. I think they have, you know, they're using that ball a little bit wider. They're not playing around the corner like Lions, or they're playing a bit wider and those big boys running some space. I mean, that all started from Wilding's run down that left-hand side, which was a great run. It was
that was actually a really great steal at that ruck, and then turned into, in the end, a try. All right, awkward catch, but it's gone back. Oh, Peters can't take it. Just need to be careful there, tackling the player when he goes down to ground. Okay, can Uni find that ball in there? Yes, they can. And Wilding, I think, takes it up again. Just got to be careful around his head there. Jacob Fisher, where that hand goes. Ball's going to come back to McLean. No, Peters will kick it himself off the right foot. Clears, but... Good talk from Fogarty. Wasn't sure where the play was, but he was definitely inside. And the ball's gone out on the full. We'll have a line out right in front of us. Great view looking down here from on top of the hill, Sean.
Beautiful. It's beautiful. It's a nice, as you said, I think it's one of the best fields we have down here in Tassie for rugby, which is awesome. And if you can get up with a bit of elevation, it makes things so much better as well.
Yeah, that's right. Great view of this line out. So ball comes in. I think it's a very crooked throw, and Wilding, who's been busy early, takes that and taken down by Elliott. Okay, Uni with another chance to exit their defensive part of the field. Nice run in there by Clay Condi with the roll.
That's it, your feet now, that's fine.
Peters wants some help. Oh, and the ball's out now. Well spotted by Elliott on this side. He's always busy. He's a smart, hard rugby player.
Yeah, good work.
But again, good work to recover here from Uni.
Tackle now, roll. Roll for me again. That's it, mate. Well done, good work.
So where's Peters going to go now? He goes to his captain, Pregnell. Good hit, but well tackled in there by the number 24. That's Nick Allardyce. Oh, Marbo can't hold it and comes to Elliott.
Tackle now.
And a scrappy little play there, but we'll come back to the knock on. So
Right over here.
Good pressure in defence there by Hobart.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, great pressure in defence. I'm interested to see. I mean, I know the ball's wet, but both teams seem to want to run the ball out of their own half, which I'm not sure how well that's going to work for them.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think both teams seem to be showing the same early tactics here, which is keeping it in close. No one's really yet shown a backline move or wanting to throw it wide.
No way for me to call set, mate.
I don't know what's going on here.
That's what happens when you have a person who's not regular at 9 puts the ball in before the scrum's ready.
That's right. And it was interesting too, watching Peters was standing there still yelling at his back line and the ball's gone in and he had no idea.
There we go.
Try again.
Take 2.
I do like the look of Rodrigo in there though. A bit unsteady there.
Yeah. We're never stable, gents. We're never stable. Okay.
The mind games, Sean.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I will be honest, I've never been in one of those scrums. I don't choose to either.
I do really enjoy it. I'm the same as you. I've not been in that position at this kind of level of rugby, but I do enjoy it. I think it's a very interesting and unique part of the game, and you know, as much as it might be frustrating how much time it wastes, the psychology of what's going on here is pretty big in the game. So, all right, good push there from Uni, but Hobart gets it and Rodrigo loses it, and the ball's taken there by Donnellan with a flick back inside to Peters, who finds Pregnell, but just that pop.
Looks like we've got an injury. I think Rodrigo's down.
Yeah, he did get monstered coming across there. Go back and have a look. Certainly was an unsettled scrum. Uni did a good job here to put the pressure on. Just see the ball popped out at the back there, and Rodrigo didn't get it. It's probably, I think he's copped a bit of a boot to the head, maybe. Yeah, the shin. I love the over the shoulder no look pass there.
Yeah, it is. It's just unstable. You've just got to get stable. Yeah.
Again.
He's good to go. All right, time's back on. That's our mark just here. Yeah, no, this one right here.
Communication from Fogarty's awesome. Really good talk. It's nice that he's also engaging. I think it's great when the referee engages with the player. The player, I think it was Duckett there asking questions. That's fine. Yeah. Need to have those conversations to work it out. Oh, great scrum from Uni.
Yeah, it's turn.
Pregnell takes it, finds Peters. Rodrigo can't take him. Peters chips. But here we go. This man will cover. Krauts, he'll love this. Bit of muscle up. Got him around the head a bit there too. But takes it to ground and Hobart will get a chance to clear.
Penalty advantage, gents.
And another penalty.
Yeah, I think it's one of the things that Uni haven't done very well is they haven't quite released the player when the player's gone to ground.
Good run up there, I think, from Eade.
Tackle now, release.
Great work from Thompson again. Just going a little bit wide there, but working.
Fair counter.
So we'll come back.
So we're going back, no advantage.
Just interesting how easily, I think it was Peters got around Rodrigo around the edge of that last ruck. I think that's something that Rodrigo's going to have to keep his eyes on, because Peters is, I'll say it, a very clever player. And I think if Rodrigo's not going to stick to him, he's going to exploit that. So
yeah, he's very good at applying that pressure. You can see so far as the game, we're only at 18 minutes into the game, and you can see how much pressure he's put not only on the back of the scrum, but on Rodrigo in general around those edges.
Line out, but hasn't found it. And we've got McLean with the ball. Runs outside. He's 22 and kicks. Stays in. Who's going to take it? Rodrigo. This is where he's going to... Oh, he just stops and not sure where to go. And then flicks back a pass. Just made that unnecessarily difficult by waiting.
Off your feet.
Marbo went to his knee there and has got to let it go.
No. Knees on the ground. Can't play. No. Time's off now, gents. Time's off now. We're going to go.
Yeah. We've had a lot of
It's not
penalties.
going to be a card or anything. It's not going to be a card or anything, but I am going to advance to 10 metres. Yeah, for the, they're trying to take a quick tap, and number 7's knocked him off the play while he's clearly offside. Okay, so I'm going to advance 10 metres.
You're not giving us a chance to retreat. You're playing.
I understand. I understand.
He's literally tapped and
He's
gone straight away.
allowed to take a tap. He's allowed to take a quick tap.
It is law.
Okay.
Pregnal, I don't think you got anything really to defend in that situation. It's all wrong.
For offside.
You still can't intentionally get in his way and stop the man, even if you are offside. So, well explained. 10-metre advancement, and we'll have the penalty.
As you're saying, referees talking to the players, and I think that's so important. I don't know if, sometimes when you play it for referees.
Oh, he hasn't found touch again, but the ball's been knocked on.
So I was going to say, yeah, if referees aren't prepared to talk to players, it makes it quite frustrating, quite difficult. Simple questions that can be answered is really good for a player's understanding and just to clear things up to make them, more aware of what they need to change.
That's right. That's right. I think in the game last week that we saw up at Burnie with Burnie and Taruna, I was a little critical at one point of Phil Rogers, the referee, for giving, I think what I said at the time was probably a little bit too much information, but it doesn't hurt the game, and maybe it's a little unfair to criticise a referee for trying to make sure that the game's played well. But yeah, Fogarty's doing a great job of engaging with the players.
Stable.
I think most of our referees have really good relationships with the teams now, so it's great for the game. Gee, really well done at the back there from Zamino to get his hands on that, and good work in a way from the Hobart scrum to not give away a penalty whilst being driven back there, but they're going to have to work on that. Rodrigo's struggling a little bit at halfback, so see how he continues. Scrappy rucking here. Hobart just need to get a few more players in there and support each other.
Tackle now! Off feet!
Hands on the ground.
Yeah, hands hit the ground. And here he is again, Zamino. He's been good.
Tackle now!
Is that Thompson, I think, there too? He's been good. Oh, off the foot there, and Marbo finds Peters, and he's got Lowe outside him. Great step back inside. Oh, look at Peters with the loop there. An awful kick. But he didn't have any support.
Stenning is a hard runner.
Yeah, Peters, well done. Good tackle there. Great run from Stenning. That's where he needed to go. There was nothing on and no one supporting him out wide. So go back and make it easy for his support players. Good hit up there from, I think, Eid on Zamino.
Ball's out!
Oh, dear.
Tackle now!
Great work there from Donlan to see that ball and just sitting there. Comes Low again.
Yeah, Lions just don't seem to be controlling that ball at the back of the ruck. I think it's just spurting out all over the place, which is making it worse for Rodrigo.
Yeah, that's right. It's making it hard for him, and he's if it's not a position he's experienced in, it's just getting harder. Peters finds Pregnall. No one outside him really wanting to do anything, so he ends up just having to run into a brick wall.
Roll. There we go. Well done, boys.
Ball comes to the midfield. Towdy takes it in, finds some support.
Tackle now!
Peters directing really well. Just the hands again there from Uni. Good battle out here between the two wingers in the number 11s in Daniel Lowe and Ben McTaggart. Lowe's had a few opportunities to try and throw his
He's got it. He's on his feet when he got it. On his
self into the game.
Turnover. That's fine.
And well done.
From the Lions. I think it was Elliott that stole that one.
We're inside.
Standing with the kick and finds touch this time. It's a good kick there too. He's taken it down maybe 30 metres out, 25 metres out.
Here we are.
So scrappy play.
We're outside the 22.
Yeah, I think Uni are definitely controlling that ball a fair bit better, particularly around that ruck time. They're playing the ball out of wider. They're playing sort of 1 outs and 2 outs, and Lions are more so playing around the corner. But I think in particular, just controlling that ball at the back is so important, and that's where Uni are able to get those phases where Lions are struggling. Just
check the screen there too. Rodrigo coming off for a rest. We might see Jono Elliott go into halfback.
Let's go, gents.
I'm not sure who's come on to replace him. But yeah, certainly wouldn't be surprised to see Elliott come into that halfback position. And ball taken by Wilding. And Uni with an opportunity in the middle of the field here. Ball's dropped. I think that player's in front there.
Offside in front.
Yeah, John Elliott's gone to 9 and Ned Watts has come on in the...
Number 4, Ed.
In the forwards, probably either at second, I'd say probably at second row.
Second row and Miller or Allardyce. Allardyce maybe, would you think out to 6 or?
It was offside. So knock on and
potentially Miller out to 8, I reckon.
Offside player.
All right, so bit of fortune there for Hobart with the knock on and the man in front of the ball there picking it up. There's that man there in the headgear with the beard in front of us, Declan Clark. So 25 minutes in after Hobart putting a lot of pressure on for the first 10 minutes and Uni scoring. We've seen nothing probably for the last 15 minutes happen. Good run there from Eade. And Hobart again with the pick and drive. Nice work there from that man who's just come on, Ned Watt, I think. Just no one there, but we get into it and John O'Elliott, he picks it up and goes for a run. This is something we haven't seen yet. Got to get in there and drive that ball.
Roll out now, one.
Good work there from Jordan Ryan from Uni to just disrupt and slow down that ruck.
Tackle now!
So Hobart is making good meters here. Great work now. Well inside the 22. Decide to go wide. Krauts with the ball. Gives it off outside to the man outside. Solid tackle.
Hutchinson made that run.
Hutchinson. So playing it outside centre, David Hutchinson.
That's a tackle now. That's fine. Just a step, please.
So Elliott wants some runners, but they're well defended.
Tackle now.
And the hands are on. I think we've gone hands to ground though, but I think the man with the ball, Marbo, was good. Jordan Ryan on the side there was not really impacting on that, I think so.
Yeah, Marbo had a pretty good centre of gravity, low centre of gravity there. You can see he had his backside pretty low when he was over that ball. He was on his feet, definitely on that.
So you just watch on the replay. He gets onto this really quickly. Zimino goes to the ground, just waits, bam. And we had some quick play back over here, I think so.
Yeah, I can see it, fellas. I can see it. When they call it.
Brendan Elliott just there with the fake quick tap.
One of his trademarks.
He's such a good player, Elliott. Such a great pickup for Hobart over the last couple of years. Both he and Jono. So Hobart with some attacking opportunities here. They're going to chance it out wide this time. They haven't even tried that as yet, and they've got. You can get Stenning around the outside, as you said. You mentioned that guy Hutchinson's out there, and Will Dobson, I think, on the other wing as well. See if we can get some space. They're going to have to win their lineouts first, though. I think we're going to knock on there.
Not straight.
Not straight.
Option red.
So disappointing.
Yeah, it probably would be good for Lions. Like you say, I think they've worked the inside channels. They've worked the 10, the 12 channel. They haven't actually tested that 13 or 15 channel yet. So checking that out and seeing how those players defend would probably be a good option.
Yep. Interchanges.
So interchange here with Marbo taking a rest, and he's been replaced by Jalen Sutcliffe. Golden tonsils, I believe he's been referred to as recently. I think he likes to have a bit of a sing.
My size 78 boots. Not a bad boy.
It's good to have the referees been able to still have that rapport and have that joke on the field.
Oh, I love it. It's really good. It's just, it's so good that they've all been so open to being mic'd up, and for us to be able to dissect everything they do. Put them in the spotlight. It's really good, really great part of the game. So, good solid hit there, but really well taken by Gray from University. Rode that bump and kept moving forward. Towdy comes across. Oh, the little flick pass there finds his teammate in Condi. And Uni makes some good meters. Oh, good contact in there too.
Krauts is playing the backs, but definitely wants to be on the forwards at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. He's had enough of not being involved, and well done too. Krauts gets his hand on Sutcliffe's arm, and ball comes back.
Yeah, it's about 8 knock-ons. First one was off red, and then it was there, a whole bunch of other ones. So it's going to be a great scrum right here.
Good call, well done. Gray with the ball on the halfway.
Interested to see how this next scrum goes. I think Myra makes a big difference. You know, he's a good scrummager.
Yeah.
And having Sutcliffe on, we'll see if he can hold that scrum as well. He's obviously a bit bigger, but you know we know how important the technique is at scrum time. So we'll see how he goes.
Yeah, that's right. And I think he's scrumming against experienced Jacob Fisher on this side, so it'll be a good battle there. Pushing forward a little bit early there, Uni. Just got to get, here it comes.
Still in, 7.
Seven's not allowed to break his bind, so Hobart with a good opportunity here, and they do go wide. Just needs to off that ball. Well done from E. Great run. He's got to look outside him, but no, just runs into the tackle there. Plenty of support with him though. And, oh, Elliott.
Tackle there, release. You still have penalty advantage.
So still playing the advantage. Oh, the pass there just goes a bit low. Oh, hands in the ruck there, lucky. So Fisher takes it up. And Hobart come back around to the left. So, oh yeah, that's all right. Play on off the leg of Krauts.
Got option here, gents. So it's 2 penalties.
Oh, so many penalties.
And there's one just here. One over here.
Hobart haven't had a lot of luck with their line out. Might be better off taking a quick tap here.
Looks like Stanley's going to kick for the line.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe putting it down in the corner, even if they're not success the line, they can still put some pressure on down the uni line.
Yeah, that's a good
Great
kick. That's an excellent kick. I'll give him about 8 metres out.
He's a bit unorthodox the way that he kicks. He kind of comes across around the house, drops the ball, looks a bit awkward, but he seems to kick him all right.
That's all right. When it's good, it's good. So Hobart, really good opportunity here. Their lineouts have been not great. So they'll be wanting to win this one. Krauts has come into halfback here. Be interesting to see where we go. And the big men off the screen on the right, Zane Eads come in to fly half, and he's got Zamino outside, and the throw goes high, but tapped back by Elliott. All right, and taken in there by McTaggart, who gets monstered in a tackle. Players not rolling away and all going off their feet here.
That's fine, the ball is there, we can clear it up. That's fine.
Oh, lucky. 3 players off their feet. Great run there.
Tackle now! Roll, red, roll!
Yeah, good work. And Fisher with the ball.
Tackle!
Driving forward. Hobart now with a really good opportunity. They just don't want to rush this.
Tackle!
Been really strong on their work around the side of the ruck. Here it is. Oh, great view.
Short!
He's over. No, he scored.
Short!
Great work. Have a look. Have a look, Des. Have a look, Des. He's over. Oh, he's going to miss it.
No. I've called short, gents. I've called short.
Such a shame.
A bit tough. I would have probably gone to the touchy there to see what he has to say.
I've seen it short.
Yeah.
I've seen it short.
He was short, but his first motion seemed to get that ball over the line.
So it's not releasing.
Just have a look here. He goes to ground and pushes it. It's on the line and over there.
So he's allowed to place the ball in any direction immediately, which I think is what he's done. But unfortunately, I think the ref was on the other side.
Yeah, on the other side. And couldn't see it.
Yeah.
So just a little bad luck there to Hobart, but that was really good play. Was that, I think Thompson, was it there?
Yes.
He's played well so far, Thompson. He's been really getting involved and had a few good hit-ups, so he'll be disappointed. And a clearing kick there from Uni. See a line out. Their line-outs have been a little bit more successful. But great work from, bad luck there from Elliott. It was well taken by Uni. And the ball's gone out. Well done again, Thompson there. So pushing into the back end of this half. It's been a very tight tussle. Teams both equally matched. Oh, grabbing the player in the air there, a bit unlucky. Well won by Hobart.
Hold here, gents. Hold.
So Krauts has now come into halfback here. Eid with the ball. Zamino outside him.
Tackle now.
Nice low tackle there from that player from uni. And number 12, Lockie Gray. And that man again, Thompson, been so busy.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh dear. Coming through the middle, but no good.
Tackle!
Zamino has also been really good so far. He's been a potent attacking weapon. Oh, the tiny little kick, but not really where it needed to go. Right in front of McLean out there, so come back for the penalty. I don't know whether Hobart want to maybe make some points here coming into the back end of the half, the last few minutes, or they'll go for that corner again, which was successful except for hidden ball from the referee. We're going to tap it. Okay, here we go. Brendan Elliott easily fends off Jordan Ryan. And Hobart, they've been good down here. Just need to make sure they get plenty of support. Thompson again needs to get someone with him, and quickly in there is, oh dear, bad luck.
It's lost forward by Gray, then by Red. Scrum here.
So scrum here, just this ball getting lost.
When they slow the ball down, they pick and go just a little bit just to get themselves organised better. I think they're a lot better at that, but when they rush that and they get there, they're not in the right position, their feet aren't ready, and they try and pick and go around that corner too quickly, they seem to cough it up a little bit. So maybe slowing things down will help them just a fraction.
Yeah, and that was the big difference, I think, between this passage of play and the last one, where they nearly got the score, was that they were just a little bit slower. They took their time. You know, they had more guys committed to the ruck. That time was a little bit rushed.
Sit. Keep it straight, Red.
So, a few minutes to go. Great scrum this time from Hobart. Ball comes back from Peters to McLean, who gets his kick away. And it's a good kick in the end from deep down there, right on the 22 in front of us.
On the 22, gents.
So some discussion going on back here with the university players, I think,
We're
and
on the 22, so it's inside, Red.
referee.
Keep the gap, please. Keep the gap.
I like this on the 22, but Thompson steps right and lucky there. The throw just classed as straight. Nice hit again there from Gray on Zamino.
Ball's out.
Oh, high pass. Well run. Got to get the pop away. Oh, Krauts was away if that ball had been available. So great support. Krauts is getting a sniff here. He wants to get involved.
Tackle.
And he knows that, you know, it's not going to take much for them to get over the line. And we got another penalty advantage. I don't know what the penalty count is, but
I think they're going to have to start thinking about something here. The referee, there's been a fair few penalties down here, mainly for the same things, going off your feet and not releasing. So
yeah, ruck penalties.
Straight into it, and then we're just rolling straight through and going straight through the 9 there, and that's you. Okay. You've got to roll out of the ruck.
Well, very direct and clear.
Yes, mate.
All right, here we go. The last 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes of the half. We haven't had many stoppages.
Play on, play on, play on, play on.
Just good work. That's good work at the ruck there, just to disrupt it. You know, driving the player back through it just means that Hobart aren't getting good, clean ball.
Penalty advantage.
Another one. We've got to... Oh, get with him. Get with him. He's over. Oh, and he's dropped it. Oh, so close. Great effort by Jono Elliott, but he's just dropped that ball short. Really need to have a warning here, I think. I think we're going to see it too.
Yep.
So that one's number 4 again. Not rolling away. We're caught. What's happening is we're getting caught in the ruck and we're not making the effort to get out of the way, okay? Even though it's not necessarily in the way of the ball, we've got to clear the ruck to create that space, okay? That's now officially warning. Okay, yep, give you a second. Just hold, gents.
Right, that makes for a tense last couple of minutes. I like this kind of situation because you got a defensive team here really on their back foot. If anyone makes a mistake, they're off, and that makes for a good start to the next half for Hobart too. So keep the pressure on, Hobart. Keep doing what you're doing. Oh dear, backwards.
And forwards.
And that man was offside.
Just knock on that way.
I'm not actually quite sure what happened there. I wasn't sure if he actually got a hand on that ball before it bounced back forward.
There we are.
That's right. If he did, the man was in front of him, but I thought he might have missed it. It was messy, unfortunately. I don't know who took that tap, and they weren't really passing it to the person who was expecting it, I think. So shame for Hobart. The last scrum was very good, though. Let's see if they can get a tight head on this one. And a good drive again. But no, Peters has got it. Gets it away. Gray with the kick. Stenning's going to have a little bit of space here. And good stepping. Could have come to the line and had some more space here. Well taken by Peters. And Uni are on that ball there. They've got him this time. Staying on their feet, putting the pressure on. They're both Pregnell and Gray there. Last sort of 15 minutes, Lockie Gray out there's...
tape it up or take it off, please?
Yeah, good talk there. Player playing with a ring on.
Yeah. We've got about 1.5.
Had it there, 1.5 minutes to play.
Yeah, Stanley made a good run, but unfortunately he just ran away from support. So when he did get tackled, there was no one there to make the clean out. Not that I mean, at the end of the day, it should be not his job to make sure that he runs near his support. The support probably needs to read that better and get there to help him out.
Yeah, he did a really good job. He made a good 20, 25 metres with the ball, but yeah, the support just wasn't there. Yeah, that happens at the end of a half. Players are getting a little bit tired. So Uni with some reprieve.
Backwards.
Tapped on by Peters. Towdy can't quite pick it up, and Gray, who's been really busy this latter sort of 15 minutes. Good contact. Krauts is just so hungry now.
Release. Yeah, that's fine.
I've released. Peters goes over. Wasn't the best option, really. McTaggart can't take it. Stenning's got a bit of stage. You can get around here. Nice tackle there. Good work coming in there. Condi over the top after Peters took the ankles. I mentioned at the start of the game, Peters' defence is a real highlight of his game. Ned Watt with a hit up, and the ball pops out.
Great ball.
Well taken there, just luckily cleaned up.
He's straight on the ball, and that's the siren, gents. That's the siren going right now.
We have time for the kick?
Yep. You have time for the kick and the line out, yes.
I don't know, if I were Uni, I'd be just taking a quick tap, kicking it out and going to half time. But Pregnell would like an opportunity to play the ball, so the kick goes down, and yeah.
They haven't been down this half much, so
that's true.
Probably, they get the opportunity to get down, make the most of it while they can.
That's right. There, the first time they were down there, they scored pretty easily. So
I did hear. Yeah. 10 metres, gents. 10 metres. Have a look.
So Clark with the throw in. Lineouts have been steadier the last few times of both teams. Goes short there. Into Ryan. Ryan rolls. Brendan Elliott's all over that ball, but
he's straight on the ball.
Yeah, and we'll have another penalty. What are Hobart going to do? Try and tap and run, or go to the break?
Kick it out and go to the break.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, there we have it. Half time. So University with a 7-0 lead, just after really a try against the flow of play. Hobart have had majority of the possession, majority of the field position as well, and been on top for a lot of the game. But Uni's defence has been pretty good. Uni pretty fortunate to get away with without having some points scored against them after what looked like a probable try to Hobart late in the half, and warning for repeated penalties in their defensive end, but they've managed to come away without Hobart scoring.
Too many.
It'll be interesting to see if any positional changes. I know Hobart had pretty significant change with Rodrigo coming out of halfback. Don't know whether we'll see him come back on later. With a short bench of only, I think, 5 players, that affords Hobart the opportunity for him to come on if need be. So we'll go to our break and we'll see everyone shortly. Just overhearing a conversation between the referee and Angus Peters about the straightness of the feed from the Hobart halfback, whereas I don't think Peters is fed very straight either. And the words, the words from Foggy were, "Nobody feeds it straight, mate."
Nothing is wrong. No. I think on all levels we see it doesn't get fed straight.
You all right, mate? Righto.
Crowd's giving the thumbs up with a smile on his face. And away we go. So, second half is away. The ball didn't make the halfway there, and I think it was probably knocked on by
didn't quite
Uni.
Make it the 10. No. Didn't quite make it the 10 first.
Well, it could be a knock on, but the advantage would be a scrum in the middle still.
Right on the halfway, right there. Middle of the field.
Looks like Marwo's back on that scrum for Uni. So
yeah, they needed him. I think Hobart really got the ascendancy at the end there.
Yeah, it was like, you know, two different scrums, I think, when he went off. He's out his breather and he's ready to go.
Coach! Bind! Sit!
All right, so away we go. Good scrum from Hobart here, and Krauts goes left, holds onto it, goes the fend, but great tackle out there. Just took him easily. And Hobart will hit it up.
Right, bro.
Is that what there, I think, is it? Yeah.
Lost forward.
Oh dear, duck it.
And then lost forward again.
With the knock on, so knock on both ways.
Knock on that way. Then knock on that way.
Yeah, Watt came on, you know, after about 20 minutes in that first half, and he made an impact, and he's still running hard lines and nice and straight.
Yep.
Red ball, gents.
Yeah, that was, I think, when Rodrigo came off and Jono Elliott went to halfback. Jono Elliott versus Peters is a good combination there. Elliott's a fair bit bigger, but you know, they're both pretty wily characters, and neither of them mind a bit of tough niggle in there, so it'll be good to see how they go this half. Shoulder to shoulder. And Uni, a good scrum. Pregnall goes around, but he's taken by Elliott, and Peters can't get some space and can't get the ball away. And Uni take to the pick and drive.
Tackle now.
Uni go right. Just onto the blind again. Good defence there, not over-committing by Hobart. I think Hobart lucky there to get away with that one after a few calls of hands from the referee.
Tackle now!
They go blind again. They got some space here this time.
Tackle there!
But no, again, the defence is good. Just not over-committing. Uni really not putting any pressure on particularly. When this man runs with the ball, though, there's pressure.
Hands.
And Peters with a quick ball. Great little chip through from Eade. I don't know if the player was going for the ball particularly there.
Tackle there. Roll red.
So not from Eade, from Tauti from Uni.
Hold seven.
We're
inside.
Oh dear, good smother.
Let's charge down.
Ball goes out.
22.
So lucky to get away with that in the end there, Hobart.
Yeah, yours.
Yeah, Uni have applied a lot of pressure in the second half. I mean, you're only a few minutes in, but I think it's a...
Let's stay on side,
you know,
please,
it's a different game from that first half. It's been,
no, it's 22.
It's been pressure from Uni so far, whereas the first half, I think the Lions spend most of the time down on their trial.
That's right, and Hobart's defence was good back in those phases earlier, but something that Uni have clearly talked about at half time is pushing the ball wider of the ruck. So that whole series of phases around that far side, instead of taking the pick and drive, they were going, you know, that first or second pass away and actually taking it wide of the ruck. So, but I think Hobart's defence was really solid in that situation. Great line out.
Ball's out.
Krauts comes into halfback at the line out again, gives the ball off to Eade, who finds Zamino.
Tackle.
Well tackled in the halfway by Gray. Those guys have met each other about 4 times in the middle of the field, and it's been pretty even. Here he comes again. Ned Watt, just great strong running.
That's it, good.
Great strong running. Allardyce with a hit up this time. He's been pretty quiet. Just the hands in the Hobart backline haven't been great, but Krauts with his head down. I love watching him like that. He's just like a bull.
Hold.
Does like to run, that's for sure.
He does. And with that head down, he's very hard to tackle. He's a very strong runner. So Fisher comes around and takes that one. Yeah, player on this side here, not rolling out of the way. Got to be penalised. Just didn't allow Hobart to get into the ruck there.
It's in a ruck.
I think it was Pregnall who stole that ball. Pregnall, maybe, or might have been Donnell and who were fine on it. But I think Jordan Ryan just didn't get out of the way quickly enough.
It's a tough one from another first half. I think Uni were probably not rolling away, but in this half, they've been pretty good. Every ruck they've got out of the way. That one, I think he just got caught in there and couldn't get out, which is unfortunate. But that is the way it is. That's the law of the game.
You could see the flapping like a seal on the ground there. I'm trying to get out, but I can't. But yeah, that's right. Unfortunately for him, that is the law. If you're going to prevent the other team from entering the ruck appropriately, even if you can't help it, you're going to get penalised.
Time's on.
So good work from Hobart.
Time's on now, gents. We've got the penalty here. The penalty is here for
We're going to go to the tap.
Playing the ball on the ruck.
No, Sterling picks it up.
Let's go.
Want to aim for that little black and yellow post down there. And he does. There it is. exactly where I'd have been aiming for. I don't think I can actually kick that far, but...
On the money.
Mate, go on, Red.
Great opportunity here for Hobart to equal the score here. They've been really good in this close to the line. Again, just taking their time is where they need to be here. Not rushing it.
Play on.
Krauts. Great work. Fends off, bumps off one, shrugs the tackle.
Roll!
He definitely can't roll out of that. That's harsh. Very harsh.
Unfortunately, I think, the amount of penalties they gave on the first half for the same thing. If that was just the first two of the game, it wouldn't be so bad. But unfortunately,
he's
the
gone.
accumulation, he's got to go.
Too many penalties inside this zone, mate.
And look, I think it's a good move from Fogarty to call the card there, because last half it was really scrappy, and it was really close to the end of the half that he gave the warning. Whereas now he said, no, I'm not putting it up with it anymore. Okay, and was a little bit unfortunate. Ryan, he was the man in the last 2 rucks as well. He sort of got himself on the wrong side there, but okay, we can see the intent.
Let's go.
Yeah, these guys are all offside with their hands in front of the line down there. I think that was the question that was being asked by Brendan Elliott.
He's trying to roll, that's fine. He's trying to roll, that's all right.
Trying to roll. The story of the half so far for Uni, trying to roll. Duck it this time. He's strong in this situation. He loves it.
Hands red.
Well done by Wilding to not impede the ball there or impede the halfback. Just rushing again, Hobart. They just need to be a little bit more careful. Good contact from Gray on Krauts. His defence has been really good, Gray.
Have a run, Hutch.
You hear the call there from one of the players. Have a run, Hutch. Has been ripped off him. Unfortunate, I think, to call the knock on, but it looked like it was ripped out. So Uni repel the ball. They've dropped it here, and we'll go back to the first knock on, I'd say.
That's knocked on.
No, we're giving the advantage away there, I think. Duckett, he'll like this situation with a little bit of space in front of him, but Uni's defence get around quickly. Wilding puts his hands on the ground when he goes for that ball. Oh, ball's dropped again. I think that was knocked out by the defender. No.
Quite a lot going on in that passage of play. We had initial knock on, which I don't feel there's probably enough advantage for that. And then there was another knock on, and we played on.
No.
Looks like Nick Allardyce has gone off, and the man that I got the name wrong last time I was commentating, I'll just call him Faz. That's a lot easier.
Brendan Fazakali.
Fazakali is on.
Exactly.
We can make an interchange to get a prop on.
So he's on in second row in number 17 by the looks of it.
Yep.
What's next to the any sort of that?
Here we are, gents. That's our mark. It's red scrum. Hang on. Hey. I'm still in charge. There we go, boys.
Still in charge.
Seconds in.
It's all right.
Might be trying with when you've got someone like Angus Peters there chirping in your ear the whole time as a referee. But all good halfbacks, I think.
What a hot
Play
play
that
doesn't.
type of game. That's all right.
Everybody lost hands.
Who called good scrum on that? Andy probably. That's the best one he's ever been in.
Here we are, boys. Same mark.
You heard it there on referee Mike.
What happened there? He knows.
Yeah, we just everybody lost hands. Everybody lost the bind. That's all that happened there.
Fair enough.
Go, find body height, dig deep.
Keep it nice and square, gents.
Krauts
Keep it nice
there
and square.
directing the defence.
Coach!
Here we go, Lions. Sing!
McLean's back in the back in the pocket behind the scrum.
That's better.
Towdy standing. You can see Towdy stand, Liam Towdy there, just standing as a kind of a
Ball's out.
blocking shield. But Peters goes himself and gets the kick away. It's well kicked there. Finds touch and
Yeah, it's up here.
might have been a late tackle on the kicker.
No, it's a late hit.
Not sure
The
the late hit might have just
21, just
got
too
his
late on
knee in the
kicker.
way.
Have a look
or-
at here.
21 too
Only
late on the kicker.
just clipped him
It's
going
the same
through.
one
It was
that
a bit hard to pull out of that, but
It's the same one. Just a penalty
He's
only.
committed, unfortunately,
Penalty only,
but
there it is.
that's what's been ruled,
Well,
and
Don't
you
know
can get
about that.
himself out of trouble.
that's right. It's kind of easy for us to go back and have a look at the replay in real time. It's it's almost out of the corner of your eye for a referee. Might have had some
There we are.
help from the assistant referee on the other side on that call, but as long as they're consistent with those kinds of calls, then everyone knows, okay, let's not do it. Right, so the line out, University.
We said earlier about looking at, lines potentially getting wider than their 10-12 channel. It'd be good to see if Uni do the same here today.
Yeah, and they do go that way, but not taken and lost forward. Big run of Tom Patman out there, just couldn't take the pass.
What's forward?
Went back.
Doesn't count if you're facing the other way, bro. Great ball. There's our mark.
But I was facing the other way. It's backwards, sir. I like the optimism.
He was, certainly when he tried to catch it, he wasn't facing the other way. If I turned around. All right, so I can see on this side here too, I think in the front row, that's Addy Mandala in just here for University. He's a pretty experienced rugby player. Great drive there from Uni. Ball's out, not out, out now.
Ball's out.
I'm not sure how it is that Michael Donnellan was the first one on that ball. Certainly disengaged from that scrum before the ball was actually out. But Hobart managed to recover. Towdy gets up quickly but not able to take Krauts. Krauts gives the pop up there to Elliott. Want to try and keep the ball in play here. Inside the line out 5 to 10 metre channel. And we've got the players coming in on the side there. Oh, it's awful here. Pretty scrappy stuff going on.
With the amount of warnings they've had so far, I'm surprised they're still working on those tactics of
Yeah.
not rolling away, coming in from the side. Potentially won't end well for them.
Zach.
I'm going to turn this up. I'd like to hear this
This is
discussion.
going to be a yellow card against Severin. He's just come flying in off his feet. It's reckless. It's dangerous. And he's gone straight through. That's why he's hurt himself as well. So he's that too, but he's gone all the way off. 7. Mate, you've got to go. That's flying straight off your feet in a dangerous manner in the ruck. So it's a yellow card. Nah. It's straight off your feet, mate. It's straight off your feet through the ruck.
Yeah, diving in, you can see that one there. So, Denellen with the card. So we got
Here it is, guys.
two on the
There it
naughty
is.
chair for Uni at the
That's
moment.
the
You can
mark
see
there.
the boys right there.
Mark's there. Time's on.
And Hobart go long. So they've got a 2-player advantage maybe for 4 or 5 minutes if they're lucky. Can they capitalise on it and get some points on the board?
Well, both of those players being in the forwards, it obviously diminishes their scrum, diminishes the pick and go around the corner of defence as well. So we'll see what they use as a tactic to counter that now.
Got to win this line out first. So Thompson with the throw. Yeah, that's a good call there from Fogarty too. The hooker's got to be within 2 metres of the thrower, and he's about 7 metres away. Great run there by Eade to maintain possession. This is all that Hobart need to do here. They just got to soak up some ball, put the pressure on, and eventually find a bit of an overlap somewhere. Duckett there taken out by Marbo. Just going in too high. Good low tackle in the first place there. So
you've got the option here. You've got a line out or scrum. Line out. Line out.
Definitely be taking a line out with a scrum. You've got 2 men down.
Yeah,
line out's definitely the option.
I think that was the discussion there between Pregnell and Peters. I think Peters was saying, "Oh, we should go for a scrum," and Pregnell said, "No, we're 2 men down." Or maybe it was the other way around.
Play on backwards. Easy there, boys.
Towdy with the run and spin. Oh, a bit of shenanigans going on in the background there. Good run here. Declan Clark needs to be released.
Yeah, well done. Good listening. That's it. Well done, mate.
And Uni, they'll be looking to soak up some minutes on the clock while they're 2 players down. Nice work from Krauts.
Penalty advantage.
He's a bulldog.
Offside into 14.
Oh, here's an opportunity. Let's see if there's any pace out wide. Not enough. Oh, that's high.
Like to see it again. I thought it was actually around. I thought it was just on the chest.
Might have been okay to start with. And
when he hit the ground, it might have slipped up. But
yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
The tackle's fine there.
Nice call from assistant referee down there.
So we're going to come back.
Yeah, we'll have another look.
It's a penalty.
So ball comes around. Initial contact is
It's here, Jess. It's
across the chest.
14.
Yeah,
14
that's
was
not too bad. Offside by the defenders. Alex Smith from Uni just getting up too quickly off that last ruck. Which he really needed to. He was surprisingly short, and there was the Uni had an overlap with only. I think they may have just waiting. I think for Jordan Ryan might be about to come back on the field. Yeah, we're waiting for the call. I can see. I can see on the other side of the field there, Adam Brancher, the assistant referee's calling for the yellow card player to come back on.
Time's off for interchange.
So University back to 14 men for another 5 or 6 minutes. And Mandala will go and have a rest.
All right, let's go.
There's another substitution, I think, that happened out there too. So Wilding wins that line out, and little wraparound play out there. Oh, and the first time we've seen anything happen in the back line. Ball comes out to Lowe, just slowly steps back inside. Good counter rucking here from Hobart. I think they've won it too. Great counter rucking. And Watt being the first man in there, and comes over, and Elliott will pass the ball out and fine for Zachary. Again, some good rucking there by Hobart. Pass is not good though. Really struggling at the base of these scrappy rucks here, so Elliott needs to hit his target a bit better. Oh, and the catches, oh dear. I think we're still going backwards.
Play the ball, play the ball.
See where this ball ends up.
No hands, we've got to roll here, man.
All right, Krauts, he wants it, and he'll catch the ball. In he goes with that head down, low centre of gravity running. Zamino's still on the ground here. Brendan Elliott with a run, but taken really well by Lockie Gray again, whose defence has been exceptional at inside centre. Just running sideways here. Ball around, tackle around the neck there. Oh, and more mess. It was pretty insignificant.
High tackle. 10 red.
Yeah, definitely
Easy,
around
boys,
the neck.
walk away. Walk away.
Marbo doesn't look too good. Looks a bit groggy down there. I'm not too
High
sure
tackle, 10.
what happened with him.
I thought he was the one who did the high tackling. He might have been just hiding on the ground there, trying to get away with it. Oh, no, I was right. It was Towty with the high tackle. Kick has not made touch. Oh, some good little. Oh dear! Stenning came in, flying in with the tackle and missed. Not sure who the player on the wing down this side is for University. Substitution that's come on this half. Marbo, he'll want to get back in it. Well taken this time, not held on to, but taken to ground. And Uni recover the ball. Oh dear. Towdy with the inside pass there and finds his teammate in Condi. Peters burrows in and secures it himself and needs someone to come into halfback. And they pick and drive. Krauts barges through that ruck and drives a few off it, but all good. Peters now in trouble, but the tacklers must release him. Fazakali's been busy since he's come on there in the, just see him in the number 17. And Uni have forgotten their earlier tactics, but there's a bit of space out wide here, and the pass there from McLean doesn't find Lowe, but he manages to recover it. Plenty of University support there. And over the neck there from Duckett, just that seatbelt tackle there.
Tackle there.
And players on the ground everywhere. So Uni have just taken back to their pick and drive game that they used probably a little bit in the first half.
That's fine, that's fine, that's fine.
Peters will now settle them and look for the next phase and finds Marbo. Well tackled there.
Tackle now!
Krauts has made about 10 tackles in the last 3 phases and driven and counter-rucked into about 4 rucks. So how he keeps going, I don't know.
Number 2, high tackle.
We'll go back to the high tackle,
Mark
which is...
He's a bit of an energiser bunny, Callum Krauts.
Sure is.
And everything.
Peters and Pregnall there, both on the ground for Uni.
There it is.
So McLean kicks long. It's a nice kick.
He strikes the ball really well. He's got that AFL style and puts it straight onto the boots.
Really straight run at the ball. Takes to Daniel Lowe for the big run and chase on the kick there, bringing the ball back.
First one should be now. Yep. There's our mark there, Chance. Let's keep the gap.
I think we're
substitution. Ian Rogers is on a 19 for Leon. Sorry, not for Jacob Fisher, I think.
Oh, great hole there. So some good work in the back line. Paul's probably gone forward, I think, there from Gray. There's a nice hole that was run into, I think, Braden Viney. First time we've seen him with the ball.
Not quite, not quite.
As soon as you cut to this wide ball here, the loop here, and then Viney runs into a big hole. But really well tackled there. Watt, since he's come on pretty early, or probably 20 minutes in, I think, in the first half, has been a tower of strength in defence. So just managed to keep a hold of Viney.
There we go.
Yeah, I think it might have been Dave Hutchison needed to push back in on his man, and I think he held out too wide.
Yeah, I think that's that eyes on the ball defence instead of looking where his player was, who he had to line up against and get in front of. And his lateral movement wasn't just quite there. So it was well done from Krauts to put the pressure on. And here we go, Hobart with the ball. Krauts passes off to Eade. Finds a little bit of space. Can he pop the ball off? No. Yeah, that's not okay. Gee.
Must release. Tackler must release.
So Gray there, you could hear Fogarty giving plenty of calls to him, release, 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 but he refused to do so.
I keep thinking that Uni potentially haven't actually had this law explained to them.
Yeah.
Because they seem to do the same thing over and over again, and they sort of come up unsure of why.
Yellow's still got another minute and a half.
You can hear that, the yellow card, minute and a half, so we'll see him back on at around 26 minutes on our clock. Some substitutions. Ruben Inglis coming on for University. And not sure if it's Alex Smith, the player who just came off.
Yeah, it's knock on first by Gray, then by Red.
So line out woes for Hobart.
Which is right here. There it is. Scrum's there. And now the yellow can come on.
That was a quick minute and a half there. It was about 30 seconds. So we're now back to 15 aside. Hobart unable to capitalise on having a two-man overlap for best part of 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes.
Bang! Sit! Keep it straight, keep it straight. There we go.
New winger on the far side there in the black and white headgear for University. Pass goes astray, gathered by the experienced Regan Drew down there. Just see him. Well taken to ground in the ruck there.
Tackle now! No, didn't go.
Yeah, lucky there, Marbo.
Hold
just
it, hold.
Taking the one leg.
Tackle now.
Nice hit there. The ball bobbling up for Eade. It's very hard to protect yourself.
Tackle there.
It's interesting to see how Lions just keep running back into that first channel. They don't seem to get it a bit wider, you know. I think if they get that ball a bit wider, they'll find a few more spaces. There we go.
Yeah, here it is.
It's too early, mate, on the 9. Yeah.
So it might be a penalty advantage.
You have the penalty advantage, Lions. You have the penalty advantage.
Communication from Fogarty's been really good to the players. It can be hard for the players to hear, you know, when your head's buried in a ruck. But his communication, you know, from what we can hear, has been really exceptional.
It's been great. Great.
Hobart need points. I think you'd feel from Hobart's perspective too that Uni have just given away so many penalties that, you know, some repeated pressure here and we could see another one in the bin, particularly at the ruck. But yeah, I think just pushing the ball a little bit wide, a bit wider of the ruck, something a little bit different. You know, it hasn't really worked for them. Uni have defended pretty well on the side of the ruck, other than their actual, you know, ruck etiquette.
That 10, that you know, that 1-2 or that 10-20 channel, they've really defended well. I think.
Yeah, great line out win. This is what they need. Yeah, great work there. Pushing really close to the line here, maybe 5 metres short. No, we're right on the line. Ball's short there, so, and we're over. Well done, Hobart. Great thinking, really quick thinking there by Jono Elliott. Well deserved there. Hobart really put the pressure on and really awesome run there. So Brendan Elliott with the line out take. We can go back and watch that again. Was, you know, the Uni players just stood off him. So he had a gaping hole in front of him when he catches this ball.
Okay, I didn't see it, mate. I'm sorry, but yeah.
Just watch here as he hits the ground. No one wants him. And it's like, okay, let's go. Peter's had a good effort to tackle him. And I think there's that Marbo, mate. No, not Marbo. Someone else grabbed hold of him, but just held him up short. And Pregnall at the bottom there is lucky to not be penalised and for holding onto the ball. But as soon as that ball came,
yeah, it was pretty quick thinking from Elliott. You know, you can't move off that line quicker, I think, than you can actually
push the ball with your hands.
Push that ball there. So yeah, he's got some good speed on that. Stanning's got a tee this time. We'll see how he kicks. This time round. The last one was off the turf and he rushed it, so might get his head over the ball this time.
So to draw the scores level with 10 minutes to go. And it's no good. All right, that puts the pressure on. But to win anyway, Hobart, we're going to need another score. So they still need another score. 3 points or 5 points will still get them in front. Can Uni hold on?
13 to go.
Don't know. Hobart are looking good.
Just heard the ref say 13 to go.
13, right. Well, that should see us through to 43 minutes on the on-screen clock. It's going to be a tense 10 minutes, I think. I feel that Hobart have got it in them to win this one. Oh, hello. Here we go. Peters didn't need to throw that ball.
Nah, that's just silly. Just back away. Just
Look at the
away.
grin on
That's
his face in here.
No, you've got the option here in the scrum.
All
or
fun
the
and
red.
games.
It's amazing how when you become a halfback, even Jono Elliott, he's not a halfback, but when he comes a halfback, he gets that grin as well.
Scrum here. That's right. We got 12
It's,
minutes to go.
look, I think I've said this every week this year, that the actual engagement between the players on both teams and as well with the referee, but the general spirit of the game has been really good. Everything that we've streamed, at least, you know, not had any fights or anything in these matches. I know there've been a few incidents in some of the others, but yeah, it's good to see the players smiling, and you know, there's a bit of a push and shove and a ball throw, but no one's actually upset. It's all just a charade.
Hold nine, that's it. Now we're
Great
up.
scrum from Uni pushing back there, but Hobart get it. We've got Rodrigo back on the field and Stenning running off his right shoulder.
Off feet.
Good rucking there from Hobart to get there, because Stenning was just a little bit in the clear there.
Don't think it's been released.
Hands down, guys, hands down. That's right.
Yeah, again, Uni just so quick onto that ball that I mentioned it earlier, that idea, the referee often say they want to see daylight, you know, and you just got to get your arms out and make it obvious. Unfortunately, Thompson, I think they're unable to hang on to that one. It's a challenge when you got your front rowers running in that 3-channel or out in the outside centre sort of position. It's
Just so we don't ever.
been good. Good to see Hobart moving the ball wide.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you talked earlier about trying to get Uni, you know, not trying to get, but hopefully trying to see Uni use that ball out a bit wider. When they did, they looked a bit dangerous, and we'll see what they do this time if they can get that ball out wide. I think they'll have some good opportunities out there.
Yeah, and you can see Ashen Rodrigo there in the number 9 on the left of screen. He's come on, and Callum Krauts is off. So hopefully Rodrigo can add some of that drive that Krauts has given them in the game.
Hold 6, hold.
Not sure what was
Penalty
going on there.
advantage.
It's an offside play, I think.
Well, 6 was breaking early from the scrum.
Marbo with a good
Trailer.
drive
Yeah,
here.
finish this.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, just
Penalty
ran into the
Scrum
hole
dominance. Scrum dominance.
behind the first runner.
Just see.
Both teams probably just need to settle things down a bit. I think they both obviously want to get the win. You know, Uni are only 2 points ahead, but they probably just need to, you know, get themselves back in the
going
game.
to tap here. Bit of an obvious move, I think, going to Marbo, but I think the trick there was going back into Pregnall.
Tackle. Backwards.
Good pressure from Zamino coming in there. Just through the ruck as soon as Peters picked that ball up.
Just straight off feet, mate. Straight off feet, that's all.
So we're getting messy
Just straight to her.
in that desperation
Yeah, 9 to go.
to want the ball. 9 minutes to go. You heard it.
It's just a metre that way.
Some good advertising in the background there for UTAS. With the big truck over there. Our whole island is your campus. Okay, so nice kick. McLean again with a good touch finder.
We are saying they probably just need to settle things down a little bit, slow things down, keep possession of that ball, and not try and rush too much. Particularly at this stage of the game where they obviously a bit more fatigued. The communication
That's
isn't
right.
as good.
Yeah, they just need to maintain some possession here. I'm not sure if that's what we'll see. I suspect we might see the ball come wide again pretty quickly here from Uni, and it's been ripped out of there by Hobart, but another penalty.
Yeah, but it's got to be a kick backward. It's got to be a hook. Nah.
So Brendan Elliott not agreeing with the decision.
Yeah, can't kick a ball through a ruck. So that's the decision by the referee. And I think he was saying, well, I'm in that ruck and I'm pulling it backwards, but it's different between putting the ball backwards with your feet and raking it and kicking it.
Yeah, that's right. And he was very much on level with the ball, so kind of kicked it towards the middle of the ruck and it just went out the right way. That's right. It was definitely a kick out of the ruck as opposed to keeping it on the ground.
Yeah. So as soon as he's on the ground, it's a tackle.
Yeah. Elliott there has dragged the player over the sideline, which he can't do. It's a correct decision there that once a player hits the ground, you cannot keep dragging him. It's not rugby league.
A big collision here.
Yeah. Who's going to take him? Oh, Mandala. Beautiful tackle there from Watt. He really has been a standout defender for Hobart. And the counter ruck coming in here. Uni so close now, 2 metres out. Ball comes to the back really nicely. Picked up there. I think is that Sutcliffe who's on the field now. And oh, he's so close. Now it's Mandala. They're so close here, Uni.
Ball's there.
Hobart need to stay onside. Yeah, you can see Duckett there's offside. Foot over the line's offside. Towdy goes back inside by himself and finds Gray. Oh, he's held up. And Peters finds the ball and he's over under the posts. So much like the first half, Uni one sniff.
No.
So I'm not sure what the complaint there
I
from
was just trying to
Pregnell
work
was.
it out. I think he might have landed up with someone getting a stray boots in the back of the head or the back of the shoulder.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that happened. Here somewhere? No. Oh, that one there, I reckon. Little tap. So converted. That's going to make it tough if Hobart are to come from behind now. So 9-point ball game with about 6 minutes to go. Maybe still 7 minutes to go.
They're a lot better on that attack when Uni had possession of the ball. They didn't look to rush it as much. I think they used a bit more space, which was good as well. They had some runners coming through at pace, which looked a lot more promising for them, and obviously they got the result.
Yeah, I think Addy Mandala in there has just added a little bit of a spark to that as another runner. They give the ball to Marbo to hit those up, but he's been smart and offloaded it just before he's been tackled, knowing that he's going to draw 2 players to him. So that worked quite effectively then as well. Gave Mandala the go over the line, and here he is again. Big broad shoulders on Addy, and he takes that ball nicely. He can't take the halfback though, so we're going to see a penalty against Hobart here.
Pretty tough that. I think he cleared the ruck and actually counter rucked the ruck and just landed up the halfback was standing there, which is one of those laws. I think that I think that's, I don't know, I disagree with that.
Yeah, it's really hard. What do you do?
If you counter ruck a ruck and the halfback stands there, well, that's his own problem.
That's right. And I think Peters did have his hand on the ball at the point in time, so. It's just really hard, and that it is the law. I don't know, you can't tackle a player who doesn't have the ball yet. But in those situations at the back of a ruck, if you actually drive through it and shoot, what are you supposed to do when there's a guy standing in front of you? You can't just magically stop.
The bigger one.
Unlucky.
Tackle!
Good pressure there. Oh, we're going to get away with it.
No, that's right.
So Uni gather
Tackle now!
through Mandala. Gee, he's has a great impact since he's been on.
Tackle!
So soaking up some more minutes on the clock here.
Tackle now!
Uni go blind again. And
Hands.
just slowing it down nicely, Hobart, but that kind of, in a way, works into Uni's hands because they're in front on the clock. I think that ball's lost forward.
Offsides.
Lost forward.
Yeah, man coming back, gathering that ball.
Everybody's just lost feet. And we're good here. Grey scrum. Grey scrum here. 3 to go.
See this one here, the ball gets, the tackle happens and the player in front comes in and picks it up.
Scrum, so I reckon probably 10.
Could have been the break that Hobart needed in that situation, but still got the scrum here.
My suggestion for them would be get this ball wide and use their space.
Yeah, absolutely.
They haven't done that too much, and I think there might be some opportunities out there outside the outside centre.
Yep. Stenning needs to inject himself somewhere into this line.
No. Both sides, both sides. Both
Useful
sides.
time wasting for University there.
All right. We're just going to reset, gents. We're just going to reset.
I don't like this bit. No.
We'll go here. We'll go here, gents. We'll go here. I don't think the ground's going to make much difference, but here we are. Let's get ourselves stable, gents. Get ourselves stable on the hit. Hit and hold, please. That's it. Hit and hold.
Players are only 200 metres away from each other's clubhouses, so I think that they know each other pretty well.
Yeah.
Coach!
All right. 14-5 to University with about 2 minutes, maybe 3 on the clock. The University scrum has really, really done a great job here, and somehow Zamino comes away with that ball
Ball was out.
and has a really good run. I think he's still got Pregnall complaining to Fogarty there about something. He's
That's it. Well done.
moaned all of the second half about things. Oh, well picked up there by Rodrigo. He's also taken brilliantly by Angus Wilding. Pushes it back. Can we get the ball out wide? No.
Tackle there. Roll,
David
roll.
Hutchinson takes the ball in. Where
Lines
are
are
Hobart
lined
gonna
up on the
go?
left-hand side. They need to use the ball to use that
Tackle.
space.
That's
There's
right.
numbers there.
And they don't have time on their side. They need to score twice. So a quick score here. This man might do something with it. No. Oh, he got the arm around the neck there from Rogers.
Tackle.
Good tackling again. I think that was Gray yet again, but Red not. Oh, really? I thought that
8 straight on it. 8 straight on it. Minute to go.
might have been going
Easy,
the other
easy,
way.
easy. Boys. Time's off.
So, bit of a scuffle back in play here, but Marbo's not looking great in back play.
Boys here.
It's being held up by a couple of players.
1 minute.
Sorry, sir, how long?
1 minute. 1 minute. Injuries. Yeah, time's off.
Not sure what happened to Marbo. We'll see him just on
Scrum call,
the
gents.
right of screen. Would have been in this tackle here.
Yeah, time's off. But sort it out, boys.
Oh,
Sort it out.
head clash. The tackle from Gray is just pushed
Knockout.
Zamino's head into the face of Marbo.
Sort him out.
It's off this one
they're
here.
calling scrum. So, where are you guys?
Ready, Gray hits him.
We're about a minute to go.
Yow.
So,
Looks like it knocked him on the chin, almost like a knockout punch.
Yeah.
Although he didn't drop, did he?
No, he staggered back though. He went down afterwards.
Hope he's all right. Probably a bit of a whiplash there.
Yeah, shocked him.
all right.
He's played really well today, Marbo, as well.
So
He's really
it's a
been
red
a
scrum
been a
here,
lead,
gents, red scrum
good
here.
leader out there for his team.
Yeah, he has. He's had a great game. He's been strong on his feet over the ball. He's taken the ball up really well and carries. He's made a lot of tackles today.
One big push is ours now. Here we go, boys.
This will be the last play, I suspect. Maybe. Though we had probably a couple of minutes there of waiting, so it might be a little while.
Fine.
A bit of time left.
Set.
Uni backline set very deep.
Ball's out.
And Peters goes that way. And ball comes back inside to Gray, who gets nowhere. Gives it back to Peters. He'll look for a bit of space. And gives it out wide there. Player just says, yeah, come and get me. Forgets to hold on to it. And there it is. So, hard-fought game there. University with a try early in the piece and one very late in the piece to make their 14 points. With Hobart playing the majority of the game with possession and field position, but just unable to cut a break and really, weren't able to put anyone through any gaps and put any pressure on the scoreboard. So unfortunate for them, but a really good, solid win in the end of University. A really well fought out game there.
Uni didn't spend too much time in the Lions, on the Lions try line, but when they did, they made the most of it. Lions, I think, put a lot of pressure through the game. They spent a lot of time down the try line, but just couldn't convert that into points. Yeah, and Hobart a little bit unlucky in the right towards the end of the first half there to not be awarded a try. That looked pretty good on the replay, but we had the bird's eye view of that and the benefit of being able to see from all angles pretty much. Referee was not able to see it, and there was certainly no fault of his to be able to call it as it was. Unfortunate for Hobart in that situation. Could have changed the tone of their game. But I think both teams played really well with great spirit. You can see them all here about to, the teams to clap each other off. But really good game of rugby today from our two bottom teams, and Uni just coming away with a win.
Tony.
Certainly one of the, with rugby and the spirit of rugby being shown here, when the game's over and we're all patting each other on the back and hugging and making tunnels, and that these guys will all have a good chat after the game over a beer or a Coke. But yeah, again, good to see. Good to see.
Good game.
Just have a quick look and see if we can find any scores from around the other games. There were not a lot of games on today around the state. It was a bye for the reserve grade competition, so I can just see what the scores might have been. I can't see any scores actually. Might try and reload and one more try. But here we go.
Yeah, mate, thanks.
Taroona, 26. Bulls, 24. I'm not sure if that's full time. Don't think it shows up as full time, so that game may still be happening. Launceston, 21 over Burnie, 5 as a final score. And Harlequins, 36. Glenorchy, 22 as a final score. So pretty, I guess, relatively expected scores in those other games. Yeah. Be very interesting to see what's happening at Rugby Park in that game between Taroona and Devonport, if that game has finished. I know the game between Harlequins and Glenorchy was at the same ground on the field next to it, so they've finished. There might have been something holding up the other game, but that's a close one.
That's a rerun of the final.
Yeah, last year's grand final. Yep. Both of those teams have sort of had Devonport, I think, sitting in second with only one loss. I know Taroona have had a couple of losses, so it's pretty close at the top of the tables. Launceston are the clear leaders at the moment, but it's good competition. So round 7, I think that's the end of our first full round. Everyone's played everyone now, so we'll move into the back end of the season after this week, where it'll be the second round of matches with the teams playing each other before finals. But thanks heaps, Sean, for coming in again.
Thanks for having me.
Really enjoyed having your co-commentary again and your words of support and advice on the game. And we'll cut there, and we'll see everybody next time.
Thank you.